About a year ago, my wife and I decided to buy a new cooler. Once we started doing our research to see what was available, we found that some were pretty affordable, some were really expensive, and there were some that were priced in between. We knew we wanted to upgrade to a better cooler, but we just didn't want to spend a lot of money. After doing a lot of research, we finally decided to go with the Igloo BMX 25. After owning this cooler for over a year, I decided I wanted to give it a good, honest review. I figured the best way to do that was to show you exactly how this Igloo BMX and this old basic Rubbermaid cooler stack up against each other. Wanted to start by just showing you the overall build of this Igloo BMX. Now this cooler comes in 3 sizes. You can get a 25 quart, 52 quart, or 72 quart. We opted for the 25 quart because that was the size that better suited us. This particular cooler was going to be used for fishing trips, road trips, and maybe to take it to the beach or the lake occasionally. Besides the size, the other thing that attracted us to this particular one was that the 25 quart actually has a handle, which makes it easier to carry on the go, and that's what we were looking for. We didn't want something that would be too bulky or heavy. Wanted something that would be big enough to hold everything we needed, but yet easy to carry. And we'll talk about the size of this cooler. The rough outside measurements or dimensions of this cooler are 20 by 13 by 16 inches. It's got a empty weight of about 10 pounds, so it's not really all that heavy. And according to the manufacturer, it will hold about 37 12-ounce cans. This Igloo BMX features heavy-duty construction. It's got thick insulated walls and a thick insulated lid. It's got these rubber latches that help keep the lid secure and tight. This handle is stainless steel reinforced. It's got a 3-point grab so that it's comfortable and easy to grab, and it's got a coating on it that makes it very comfortable, and after using it for a year it still feels very solid. This cooler has a loop on each corner that you can use to secure it down during transport. The cooler also has skid pads on each corner to keep it stable during transport, and it's built with cool rise technology, which helps keep the contents colder. If you're looking for a cooler to take fishing with you, you'll be pleased to know that this Igloo BMX has actually got a fish ruler molded into the lid up to 16 inches. Outside of that, I think the cooler actually looks pretty cool too, which is a plus. In addition to all that, there's a 3-year warranty on this cooler, and the manufacturer states that it can keep ice for up to 4 days in 90-degree temperatures. For the comparison, I'm just using an old basic Rubbermaid cooler, sort of the run-of-the-mill. Nothing really can be said other than it's just a basic cooler. I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison of these 2 coolers. I'm going to put an equal amount of ice into each one. I'm going to put both of them in the bed of my pickup truck and leave them, and I'll check them each day to see how much of the ice is still there or how much it's melted, and we'll see at the end if the Igloo is really worth the extra money. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to let you know if I had it to do over again, would I make this purchase again. I've got 2 8-pound bags of ice. I'm going to put 1 in each cooler. I'll check them every evening when I come home from work and report on this video what the progress is of the ice, whether it's melted or if it's still frozen and good and solid. I'm going to put the coolers in the bed of my truck because where does a cooler live most of the time anyway? In the back of the vehicle or in the bed of a truck. The temperature here in Kentucky where I live for the rest of this week is giving upper 80s, probably pushing 90 degrees some days. So it's mid-July, so it's going to be a good week, I think, to do this. Hey guys, this is the first day. It's been a little bit over 24 hours since we put the ice in these coolers. They've been in the bed of my truck all day. Actually drove it to work. It was out in a parking lot in full sun for the majority of the day. Temperature was upper 80s, probably close to 90. So let's look and see what it looks like in these. In the Rubbermaid, just water. It's completely melted. Actually, it feels, I wouldn't call it warm, but it's not even cold. So the Rubbermaid's out of the race. Let's look at the Igloo. A lot of water in there, but we do have ice, and it's really cold. So this, if you had drinks in there, they would still be ice cold at this point. So let's give these another day and see what it's looking like. A lot of water in there, but at least we still do have some ice in the Igloo. This is supposed to be day 2, but unfortunately, my neighborhood had an unwanted visitor last night, and a fella had, went to several homes, including ours, and he actually went through our vehicle, through my truck, and in the process, he opened the coolers. When I got up this morning, I found the cooler with the lid open. So because he had opened the lid, the ice actually melted, and all that's in there now is water. I really wanted to give this cooler a fair shake in this video and show you exactly how long that it will hold ice. So I decided to go get another bag of ice and start over. Guys, this is a repeat of day 1. It's been out here for almost 24 hours. I'm going to look and see what it's looking like. As you can see in there, got some water. We still have a lot of ice. It's cold, so anything that was in there at this point will still be really cold. This is day 2, the second go around. We're going to open the cooler and see what the ice looks like today. A lot of it's melted, but we do still have a little bit of ice. Mostly water though at this point. This has been close to 48 hours, and the temperatures have been upper 80s. At some points it's hit around 90 degrees, maybe 91 degrees. Cooler has stayed in the bed of this truck this entire time. So here we are, around 48 hours after putting ice in it the second time, and there's a little left in there, but I believe at this point, if I were storing food or any kind of drinks or anything in there, I would be changing it today. If we left it until tomorrow, there would be very little, if any, ice at all left in it. But hey, we've got 2 days in full sun. Like I said, I think the temperature hit at least 91 degrees at one point during this test. So that's pretty good, I think. If you were camping or able to control it, you would maybe put the cooler in a shaded area or something anyway. I think that might extend the life of the ice just a little bit. But all in all, I think I would still purchase this cooler again if I had it to do over. 2 days, being able to depend on your food and your drinks to stay cold, that's pretty good. And this cooler's running around $79, I think, right now. I know that's quite a bit more expensive than some of the others, but I would pay that again to be able to keep food and ice for a couple days. There are some other coolers out there that more than likely would make it 3 or 4 or even 5 days, but you're going to pay considerably more for them. So it all comes down to how much you're willing to spend. I think this cooler suits my needs, and if you're looking for something between $50 and $100, I highly recommend this Igloo BMX. And they do have larger models if you need a bigger one. I think they again come in 52 quarts and 72 quarts, and I'm considering maybe upgrading to a 72 quart as well. I appreciate you guys checking out this video. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button, give the video a like, leave a comment. If you've got any thing to say about the Igloo BMX, whether it's good or bad, let me know in the comments. Also, check out some more of my videos. God bless you.